Okay, so you mentioned something like how every ex-boyfriend of yours was always the same.
Yes. And also that I was listening to a podcast where they were saying it's the same thing, where there's this common habit or programming or belief that you have that you are continuing to do the pattern because of, or fear or whatever. And there's a lot of people that are aware of this, that you have these beliefs that are holding you back from doing something. But yet, they still don't realize they have the power to just be like, okay, well, it's just a belief, so let me do something else. They just keep on doing the same thing.
Which leads to having the same kind of partner over and over.
Yeah, and you see it on Love is Blind. That one fucking chick. What the hell was her name? Anyways, there's 100 of them. And she's choosing between two. And she's, oh yeah, let me just go for the one that I already said was exactly like all my exes. I'm a fucking genius.
Yeah, where's this gonna lead?
Oh yeah, exactly.
I mean, it definitely has something to do with the devil you know, the devil you don't.
Yeah.
I mean, generally, change is scary. That's clear. But I feel like when you want to change something, that usually means that you're afraid to lose the status of something that you already have. But especially this choice, choosing a partner. When you're already going that far, that you're reflecting and you see the type of person you usually would go for, and it hasn't worked out for you, not just once but a couple times. I mean, it's kind of crazy going for it over and over.
I mean, obviously that's karma. That's what you're trying to fucking figure out, so you can be free of it. But it's my question is like, okay. Even that's the thing, because even those who understand that will still be like, oh, all right, let me just continue choosing this thing that's not serving me.
I mean, there's definitely different levels to this, right? You could also be stuck in this pattern because you don't recognize it, right? That's the.
I think that's the biggest one.
That's probably the biggest one, but the second biggest one is probably you kind of see it, but you don't believe, you don't believe that changing it results in something either that results in something better, or that you're too afraid to take the step, or you know you could change it and it probably would lead to something better, but you don't think that you deserve it.
Don't think you deserve it.
That probably is a subconscious thing where you identify yourself with being on a certain level, or you know.
I didn't think about it like that yet.
Where you see your own identity having a certain amount of being miserable, attached to it, and that this is part of your identity, and this is, you know, where you come from and where you go, and that you kind of, that's not you. It's just not part of your identity to get something better, to go somewhere better.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, but what if it's... Like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to do with wanting to... Like, what if you're perfectly content with your life? It's more like also remembering that there are like little things holding you back, like what I said at the walk.
What kind of little things?
Like this fear of your judgment, and then wanting to do the opposite of what you feel judged upon, and it's like, fuck that. This is the end. That's what I've been working on for like my entire lifetime. Of remembering this is all programming and I can choose to be who I am and know who I am and be confident in that, and fuck you. Fuck the world. I know who I am.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, this system obviously is there for something, right? This system around shame attached to certain things about you. Whether it's a habit or whether it's something about your appearance or whatever. I mean, the mechanism leads to the individual conforming in a way to the people around them. Which leads to communities being able to live together in a way, right? Just this, of course, is an extreme example of where it's unnecessary and it limits you in your very private life, right? If I'm at work in a corporate environment or whatever, of course I behave differently than when I get home and change my pants or just drop them. Of course that's very different, and if you come home and in that environment, you feel that same kind of confinement, that same kind of pressure and judgment that you're, that you also are part of in the public, in the general public, or with strangers or whatever. Then of course that builds pressure over time, and of course at some point, either you see that and shake it off, or you're gonna snap.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing that we said. So it always gets to the point because people don't or aren't willing to go there or whatever, or so scared of the whatever the actual fear is that you're not willing to confront, that eventually you snap and from whatever it is that you're not doing because of this fear, and you're just like, fuck you, fuck everyone, I'm doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it's, I mean, this is good, right? You have to get to this point. You just don't need to snap.
Yeah.
You know, when everybody's on the same level, where you, especially in a private space, right? In a in a dear friend kind of relationship or with your partner, you should be at the point where you know that you like the person for who they are. And if there was a thing about them that is like a deal breaker for you, and they know that, and you know they have it in them, talk it out. Talk it out as early as possible, because either what's the option there? That's basically an ultimatum that's just waiting to pop all the time, right? And that's not a healthy dynamic in any way. That's one person suppressing the other one's attributes, and you would have to be okay with suppressing that part forever, which I don't believe is ever good.
Yeah.
So you just have to be open with these things, and either they are acceptable or they're not, but usually they are. And even if you feel weird about it at the start, then you could still think about it for a week or two. I mean, if you would change, if you would exchange all your hobbies for driving monster trucks and hunting dogs and eating cats, then yeah, I would have to think about, God damn it, is that, like, do I want that in my life? But it's also not of course that's a ridiculous example, but for most things, even when they at first seem odd or seem extreme, I mean, people get used to everything.
Yeah. Well,
so anyway, you said that your exes were always the same. So what is your example for this?
well, I guess. That was just a big lesson in karma in my life. And then, yeah, that's exactly it, right? It's unconscious for a while. And then, eventually you're going to become conscious of it, and yet you still will choose it. And then, I guess, so then it just boils down to, I have a fear of commitment, and the only way I can secretly run from this fear is to choose somebody who's not wanting to commit either. Choose, that's why you always attract somebody who's unavailable, because you're not fully available.
Would you say that's because you feel bad about that yourself, and having a person in your life to compare yourself to makes it easier because you're not bad, you're normal?
Yeah. Yes. I'd say that I've recently am learning the lesson of I'm not that bad. I have this like big, oh, I'm so annoying and so mean and I'm like, you know what, it's not even that true. I'm like, he's got things he's annoying. Why do I think he's not? Because like in the big picture I see you as this perfect angel soul.
Mm-hmm.
And
but I'm not.
and we had that on mushrooms where I'm like, oh yeah, but he's like, you're so soft and I'm so jagged. But now I think it's like, okay, yeah, there's some things about you. But anyways, but in the day-to-day where I'm like, he's annoying, I'm annoying, everybody's annoying.
So you had that pattern of choosing somebody who was emotionally unavailable?
Well, of course, it's fucking from trauma from childhood. Of being like, this is, well, what I summed it down to, like you already know, is love is not earned.
Yeah.
Because that was my thing, was like, I can earn it, I'll do it. I can figure out who to become so that you will give it.
Yeah. Walk the extra mile.
And then the breadcrumbing, and it's like, ugh. Kill me. And that's the thing, my ultimate fucking test at the end was unconditional love or karmic fucking cycle. I'm like, well, fuck, this karmic cycle looks like I could do another fucking loop. And you know what? It almost got me killed, alright? So, piss off. Why? That's the whole point. Why? Why did I choose it for so long? I knew it then, too. Why did I choose it? I knew, oh, this is the same.
That's the thing, right? Maybe it is denying yourself something that you know is better.
Because it still tracks through of I'm not good enough, blah blah blah. That's the whole reason why I don't put anything out. Is because for like in Germany and stuff, it was like I'm not good enough. I'm not important. There's nothing interesting I'm doing here. Blah blah.
Yeah, I mean in Germany, obviously the whole situation was more difficult.
No, not even that. It all came down to beliefs that I realize now, and it's like, you're wearing so many hats. So many different beliefs, and none of them are yours even. Why are we doing this? And that's exactly it. Why are we doing it? Why?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, because of that, when you use that situation, when it comes to relationships or something, it's like, yeah, you're running from something. You're running from what it came down to for me, for being authentic, from your loving authentically, like putting your full authenticity out there to be loved. Because you were not accepted.
The thing is also
by anyone in your environment.
I think this is
because unconditional love is so rare, and we can talk about whether or not humans can actually do it. But anyway.
Yeah, the thing is, that's extremely scary.
Yes.
Because that's like the normal mode to operate in our society is, and I think it's very normal to form that kind of behavior, especially in like the teenager years, when you look left and right to your pals and you kind of want to be normal or cool, but you don't want to be odd.
Yeah.
And the more you grow up, the more you are true to yourself when you get there.
Mm.
Where were you coming from?
Putting your full authenticity
Right,
out there to be loved.
So the thing is...
Or even seen.
So the thing is, when you do that in your teenager years, look left and right, try to be normal, you're basically putting on a masquerade, right? You're having a mask.
Yeah.
And dropping this mask and showing your true core, showing your true authentic self means that now you can be insulted. Because before, when people didn't like you...
That's like narcissism 101.
Yeah, but they didn't like your masquerade, right? It hurts less. It's something, a show you put on that they don't like. And sure, it sucks because you want to be liked, but it's not that bad because it's not the very core of you.
Yeah.
But if you are your authentic self, then the only thing that can be heard is you. There's no shield in front of you. Mm-hmm. Which of course hurts more. It just... The core, the authentic self, just needs to be not brittle. Right? When your true self gets insulted, it just has to be... Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like water on some metal, just roll off.
Even then, that was the thing, right? In the end, it was like, okay, why am I still doing this? And it was like, okay, well, because I put so much effort in already.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it was obviously a very, very different situation. In the last year of my last relationship, it was awful, especially for me. Only for me, really. And I knew it was going downhill fast. And I was the one trying to save the relationship, which I shouldn't have.
Me too, man.
But that's the
because that's the thing, you pursued it. So of course.
Yeah.
Of course. You're like, no, well, I have to make this work.
Yeah. It's just, it's hard. I mean, why did I do it? I guess I mainly did it for security, not having to form a new sense for the future. Because when you're in a longer relationship, of course, you start to plan your future with that person. And then basically all your plans become obsolete. And I guess that was the only thing that I was trying to avoid at the time. And that caused way more suffering than I really needed to. But you know what? That was it was necessary. Yeah. Anyway, I feel like that's the one human story that everybody can relate to, right? The pain of losing something that's so dear to you that your whole future crumbles.
Yeah.
It falls like a card house.
Mm-hmm.
Usually these things for me come back to the thing that you taught me so far, which is believing that it will be okay. Right? When you have that sense in you,
it's like roots. That's your roots.
That's the roots.
That's roots. Yeah.
If you have that belief, and the thing is, it's really hard to. It can be really hard to tap into, depending on how stressed out you are, how bad it is. I feel like I integrated it into my life for smaller things already. I mean, I guess, what is small? I mean, for example, for our living situation, I'm not really that concerned about it anymore. Like, there's gonna be a roof.
Yeah!
There is gonna be a roof.
There's gonna be a roof.
But...
That's right, boy.
Yeah, what I want to say is, a lot of these things boil down to being afraid of losing something, being afraid of having an unsure future, being afraid of change in general. Because you don't want to lose, you don't want to step down of the expectations you have from your future that you already built. But if you have that deep belief in your heart that you know it's going to be alright, and that there's going to be another door to walk through, then I wouldn't even say it's coping. It's not, I mean, I guess you can use it as coping, but I think you don't even have to. When you have that deep belief, then you just feel okay about it.
Yeah, I mean, I wrote about this the other day. I was like, that's what true confidence is. You're okay, I got this. Because you know on a deep self level, because of based off of everything you've been through in life, that it's gonna be alright. I can handle this. I hope.
So going back to the first thing, repeatedly choosing the wrong partner, and you realizing what kind of person that is for you, should make you realize you have to choose something different.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be alright. Like, if you know that this type of person doesn't work for you, then you have to change something. Otherwise you're going insane.
Well, that's what I realized. I was insane.
Yeah, you're getting kind of addicted to this, to repeating this behavior. And you just have to break the cycle, do something else. I mean, I dare you, just do it differently for a couple months, even a couple weeks, and you're gonna realize, yeah, it can be different.
Yeah.
I mean, life can change fast if you want it to.
Exactly. Well, that's why mine is always just cut and run. I'm gone. I can see ya. Get to the point where it's like, okay, I'm out. And then I leave.
Yeah. So, making that decision for yourself, finding the better, or like trying a better path for yourself, you should approach that with the confidence in your heart that it is gonna be okay.
Yeah.
And that's also the approach that you should take with me, honey. When you say you're afraid of my judgments. I mean, I would never be free of opinions.
Yeah, of course. Nobody.
And I will try to not suppress that part of myself. The thing is, one thing that I understood mentally, but also in my heart, is that judgment is limiting you in your journey.
Oh yeah, that's exactly it. That's why I was like, fuck this. I don't care. I don't care about these judgments.
So that's the thing, right? In normal private life, judging a person for anything, thinking badly about them because they do it a certain way, in most cases you shouldn't, probably, but not for their sake, for your own sake, because it frees you not judging them. If you say that's an odd way to do it, but more power to them, then you also have the freedom to do that. While the more you judge people for everything that's odd or out of the normal, the more it confines you in a mental space where you have to be normal, because everything else you would judge yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, honey, you shouldn't be afraid of my judgments, because I'm not trying to. I'm actively not trying to. And even if I judge, then that's bad for me. Not really for you. I can tell you my opinion.
Yeah, it's limiting for everyone, because that's what I realized. I was like, okay, well, this is dumb. If I'm working on all of this dropping the bullshit, dropping all these beliefs and what I can and can't be, and everything that runs so deep, all these crisscrossing beliefs, then that's a limitation too of me caring. I mean, I care about you, but I don't think that this thing is gonna be the thing that breaks anything. So I love you, but this is me. So fuck it. But yeah, like I said, that's what I'm breaking out of all in general. Just breaking out of and breaking in. Breaking into embodying, putting my soul in my body. Just being like, fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I know what I'm doing. I'm over all this stupid, every little fucking voice in the head. Fuck you. I've done it.
In German, we actually have a saying that reminds me of, which would roughly translate to wearing your heart on your tongue. I feel like that's a nice metaphor for that. That you actually live and speak what your soul tells you to, or what your heart tells you to.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's like I was saying earlier. Well, that's confidence. That's just knowing who you are, and then everything's gonna be okay, and that you can handle it, and you are worthy. That's a big one that I've fucking been realizing. Like, I'm operating out of fucking I'm not worthiness, and there's a reason why I'm not doing this. That's like imposter syndrome stuff, everything. Oh god, it's everywhere. All of these fucking voices and thoughts and fuck off! Where's the off? And it's like, when can you, like that's the thing. It's become slippery. Like, fucking, these fucking things can't cling on to you or into your energy field or fucking smooth out the brain waves or the brain bumps. and the brain pathways that are keep fucking firing, and they make new ones.
And the new ones are gonna be okay.
Yeah. Or just, that's the whole thing, it's just that it is okay to be who you are. Because, yeah, once you've gotten to a point, it's like, okay, no, it's alright, got this, but then you always, every fucking day, dealing with fucking 10,000 other voices in your head. Okay, you should do this, and fawning, and going into different fucking states of the nervous system. It's like, okay, well, we don't have to do this either. This is exhausting. Everything's alright. That's what I realized. That was the first thing I realized after having not smoked weed to going back to smoking weed was, holy fucking shit, there's so much going on in this brain. Shut up. There's so much. I was like monitoring my things that were going on for like a very short period of time, and so much was happening. I'm like, oh, this is insane. And then I just started laughing like, yeah, that is insane. There's so much happening at once.
So you're stressed about yourself?
Yeah, I guess. Ooh, it's a lot. That's what they call it, baggage, because it's heavy. It's like, oh God, let me just take this off. But then there's a other thing, like, that's the whole point of the conversation is, but then there's times where you're like, no, I'm holding on to it.
Yeah. Oh, I need this baggage.
Choose it again.
I need this baggage to be me.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm not me. Who am I when I'm not me? That's scary. Yeah. The thing is, I feel like if you, so far my experience has been, if you know something like this about yourself, it depends on how deep it is. But I feel like when you want to change in a certain direction and you know that, then I feel like even from the point on that you really are rigid about it, from the moment that you are confidently rigid about it, from that point on it still takes 1 or 2 years to really get it into your heart, to really start to embodying it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
That's the thing, right? You can't rush it. Things need time. It's probably, I can only imagine that it's also just neurological, that just, your brain is wired a certain way and you want it to change, well, pavement takes a couple of years.
That was something I was gonna say earlier, but I'm waiting for you to finish your sentence, maybe. Forget this always happens. Is this ADHD?
What is it?
I don't remember, that's a problem. You're talking and I said, in my head I had something to add to this, and then I have to wait until you finish, and then, it's going.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Poof. Who am I? That even if you are rigid about your beliefs, that it takes still time.
Yeah. Haha. Because I remember going through this long process of not wanting to drop the mask. Again, it was another situation of I put so much fucking work into this mask. Let me just not fucking drop it. It's my precious mask. And I've learned how to put it in this way.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the end, fuck the world, I'm a witch, who cares? My soul's been this way for fucking eons. And you seem to be okay, so, with that, so... Let's fucking... You're up, partner. Let's be like Forrest in the forest.
Oh yeah. Giving it all.
Fucking full throttle. But it's a huge lesson, and obviously, like I said, you deal with it every day. All these thoughts.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? As soon as you start to believe it, that it is okay to let go, doesn't mean that you can't let go yet. Even if you want to, even if you know that it's going to be okay, even if you know that it's the better for you anyway, it still takes a year to something to really start living it. But, you know, that then enables you to change what you're stuck in. If it is a certain behavior that you don't like about yourself, like picking fights that you shouldn't, or being rude to people without it being necessary, or choosing the wrong partner over and over.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what we're doing here.
Choosing the wrong partner?
No, the whole point of Earth school is to figure those things out, learn those lessons.
Yeah.
That's what karma is about. Oh, let me come back and write what didn't get righted in the last life. Okay, how long are we going to be addicted to that cycle? And then you change it. It's kind of fun.
One other thing I thought about...
It's way more than kind of fun.
Being free?
Being free.
Yeah.
Fuck the world.
One more thing I thought about...
Fuck the Matrix.
that you reminded me of is... something that my singing teacher also told me once. Not in the same context, but... she told me, because she wanted me to use my entire voice, right? My true entire voice without holding it back or whatever. And she kind of said that you're sharing your gift with the world right now. And there's whatever, people came to listen to you.
Yeah.
Right? You're not trying to imitate somebody else. You're not trying to do it the way somebody else did it. It's about you. The people come to listen to your version of it.
Yeah.
So it needs to be you on the stage. It needs to be your voice. And because that's what everybody's here for. And now bringing it together with another... kind of quote I heard, no idea where, was, if you have that mask in front of you, how dare you? how dare you not share your true gift with the world? How dare you hold that back from the world?
Yeah.
Because you could be sharing it. You could be sharing the good parts of yourself with the world, but you hold it back for being afraid of being judged for the bad parts about you.
Yeah.
Obviously, the true self always brings good and bad parts with it.
Oh, it never does.
Yeah, I mean...
Not really, in the end.
I mean, what the thing is, what is bad, right? It's subjective. Depends on the person you're with. For somebody's a pro, for somebody else is a con. Anyway, bottom line being, you shouldn't. You should break out of that mask. You should share your true self, and then you've also automatically, because you do that, find people that actually like your true self instead of liking the masquerade you put on.
Yeah, of course.
And that's a weird transition, I guess. Either you have really good friends that actually like you, or you don't, and then you have to find people who like you.
That's my biggest thing is I found very few people in the world, the real world, physical, that are like me.
Well, like you in what aspect?
The ones that matter.
Well, but that's the thing. The more you'll live the way you want to, the more you are your true self, the more likely you are to run into people that like you for you.
Yeah. That's the other thing learned recently. Is you're already doing it, like, it's sort of like this pressure to, I don't know, get there, do the thing. I know what my purpose is, but I'm not doing it. It's like, no, you're already doing it. It's alright. Or not, remember, it's all comes back, always comes back to it's alright. But again, when we found mushrooms, it was along the same lines. It's alright. And I remember also saying, we always fear the worst can happen, but it never does. And so, what the fuck?
I mean, maybe this kind of thinking comes from missing validation. That you're doing it, or you think you're doing it, but you expected some kind of external validation for that. Or, I mean, that's the easiest way to validate something, right? To either get paid for it, or to get told by other people. Getting that is easy, in a way. I mean, it's the easier way if you get that. But of course, it's not the healthy way. You have to be okay with yourself living that way without anybody else telling you that you're doing good.
Yeah, for sure.
Or without the world telling you through whatever.
Yeah. That's in the way. That's what's in the way, is this belief of, oh, I can't do that.
Can't do what?
Like you said, there's something in the world getting in the way.
You mean you're waiting for the world's validation?
Yeah. But then it doesn't matter.
Of course, I mean, the thing is, it's the easiest way, and it's the natural way. Of course, you changed something. Now you kind of looking around, staring holes into the air.
Mm.
Excuse me? Where's my token?
Yeah.
Where's my fucking token? Yeah, you have to be okay with yourself, right?
Yeah.
It's just hard. Of course it's hard. I think the easiest way to get there for me is comparing myself with myself from however long ago. 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Last month.
Yeah.
And if you look back, then I mean, if I look back to myself from 3 years ago, 4 years ago actually. Wow, yeah, time flies. Back then I was so clinging and holding onto, having my claws deep inside of the attachment to security through money or through means, you know. Not in a greedy way, right? I always like to share, and I paid for everything for my ex, which definitely was a fucking mistake. But I just didn't care. That's the thing why this exactly tore me apart. Because I'm not. I just don't care. I just don't feel that I want to have a huge pile of money sitting somewhere.
Yeah.
That's just not me.
Yeah.
The sense of security it gives me, that's the thing that is nice to me.
Right.
But this is exactly the freeing point for me when I realize for myself, you know what, there is gonna be a roof. I don't need that security. It's gonna be okay. And even if it's not, like even if I was homeless for a time, I'm sure I could figure it out.
Yeah.
I would survive. There's other people who manage. Yeah, but this is exactly freeing, right? Because it's like a proxy, right? Using the money for security. When I get that sense of security just from myself, like this, just believing that it is okay. Yeah. I free myself from the attachment to money or to the means.
Which is actually the key to letting it flow better. Because you're just like, oh, I'm not chasing money, or I'm not, I don't have enough money, blah blah.
Yeah.
I'm scared of money, I don't have enough money.
I just hate thinking about money. It just annoys me. Yeah. It annoys me so much. Of course, the thing is, it's an easy thing to say in our position where we're not so broke that we have to think about what we eat next week or how we pay rent this month. But having enough money and then thinking about money all day, that's insane to me.
Yeah.
That's like smithing swords for your work. And then in the evening going into the forge and holding your hands into the fire because you like it so much. Oh, I love getting burned. This is my life. Look at my pile of fucking gold coins. I'm a good human now. Oh. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. And you know that. For me, that just it just flipped, right? I despise people who are attached to money. Mm-hmm. It's hate. Greedy people who are attached to money and where money is their life. Fucking, are you a human? Are you a human being? Seriously, it's for me really nothing else tears you apart so far from the human experience like money. Talking about moving hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars or whatever. Earning so much. Being in weird Excel files with rankings between pals and whatever. Closing so many contracts with so much margin. Blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And then in the evening coming home, still doing that. Already been on the road for 9 to 10 hours, talking about money all day. Coming back home, talking about money. Fucking watching a TV show. Finally a break. Going to bed, thinking about money. God! It's universal, and the thing is, this isn't one of these external parameters. It's real easy, right? If you have a lot of money, that's right. That's the right thing to do. Obviously, it just validated you. You have more money. That's great. More money, good. Yeah, it's an easy goal for somebody who is hollow. Anyway, I think we talked about what we wanted to talk about, right? No, I'm just venting.
Oh yeah, well, it leads to bigger things, which we've also touched on, but yeah, it's fine.
So wrap it. Well, I love you, honey.
I love you.
Great talking to you.
Great talking to you.